What's up all you lads and ladies? Welcome to another fascinating video in the world of Reddit. If you liked the video, post your favorite Reddit comment below, and I'll give you a shout out in my next video. Thanks to David Ijinla in my last video who subscribed to my channel. Hope you enjoy this video about cute old puppas. When is the right time to tell the dog that it was adopted? My dog is biological, so I don't know. Never watched the anime, but Ed Ward, oh no, I'm having some bad flashbacks from this comment. I don't think it's necessary unless the dog starts asking questions and wondering. Some have a strong desire to try and find their biological parents, but many more are content to just enjoy their family and their environment. Oh, and licking their ass too. Bark, bark, woof, woof, grr. I've never told him and never will. I've been implanting memories in him by telling him all about when I was pregnant with him. How I had hoped I'd be having a puppy, and the muffled woofs we would hear while waiting for the special day. Strange. I had a no lying policy with my actual children, but I'll lie to my dog at the drop of a hat. It's okay. You are allowed to treat them differently. Lying to your children can make a pool relationship. That's not good. However, lying to your dog can make a poor relationship. Now I don't know what that is, but it sounds super cute. You can't have any of the steak. It has chocolate in it. This cheesecake tastes exactly like lettuce and broccoli. I got it for traditional dessert reasons. I will have to eat it all soon before it gets forgotten in the fridge. Tell them when they are mature. Tell them sit, and once they are seated, tell them politely, with a treat in hand, you are adopted. It is an important step when raising a dog. If they eat the treat, you know they are okay with it. We threw him an adoption day party every year with Clifford decorations, presents, treats and a cake from 3 Dog Bakery. We invited all his doggy and people friends. He knew. We made a real special wish, and you came true. This is the most adorable thing I've heard. Mine already knew by the time I got him home, and he'd gotten used to his new abode. He was already old enough to understand that he was in an orphanage, and he was in there a while by the time I arrived. It took him time to adjust, but he's happy. This is literally the cutest comment on this thread. We haven't told our cat yet, but I think he's starting to suspect. PFTT, I'm pretty sure cats think that they're gods, and it's morely likely that they've adopted you. Oh, absolutely. I love cats, by the way. They move in, and then they say, I will graciously allow you to continue to live in my domicile. And when I meow, I should be fed, even if I just ate. How are you? When they start asking. My newest is almost 2, and honestly I think it would crush her to know she's adopted. Thankfully we're so much alike that it's not too obvious. Maybe it's the wrong choice and I'm being deceptive, but I'm never going to tell her. I just don't have it in me to broach that subject. Although I'm very male, I do believe she believes that I birthed her all on my own, and I'm going to keep it that way. I just sat him down and told him. He seems to be taking it pretty well. He just kept trying to get pets from my mum. Maybe that means the dog thinks you are the adopted one. Never. Why tell him? His real parents didn't want him, and he's supposed to do what? When he's old enough to know who's a good boy. When he falls in love with the cat and you feel that it's your duty to tell them they're not biologically related. Start around the age of 1, circa 7 in dog years, using simple terms that pups can understand. As they grow, you can go into more detail and use a more mature vocabulary. You absolutely want them to know ASAP for a number of medical reasons. For example, that you will be an unlikely match for a bone marrow transplant. When she's being a bitch. You should probably wait until he finishes college. Told my dog she was adopted when she peed on my bed. I was actually about to sit him down and tell him. Will inform on his reaction. I like how everyone in this thread is dead serious. When they ask why he has different colored eyes. I still haven't told mine even after other third graders made fun of him. When you sign the paperwork making the adoption official, make it a happy event. Well, my dog is a schnauzer, so if he stays asking, I have the old I don't speak German excuse. Having come from the streets at a young age, Bismarcky knew he had been abandoned by his birth parents. Weeks of searching for then went by. Living on garbage and puddle water, he came to realize it was no use and he was on his own. Until the day she stopped to say hello, offering a tiny morsel of the only food she carried. With some hesitation, he decided to trust this lady. After all, she had little food, but did not hesitate to help the cat down on his luck. After a short car ride, warm bath, and a more food than he could ever imagine existed, Bismarcky knew he'd found the parents he'd been looking for all along. Never. Doggo will just spend its whole life thinking eventually he'll grow up into a people. Before he starts asking about the disappearance of his balls. When you adopt him. Never. That's evil. Just do it at a random time, when they least expect the serious conversation. If she doesn't ask me, I don't see why I should bring it up. Sooner is probably better. I really hope my dog doesn't remember anything before I adopted him. He was a stray in Los Angeles and was picked up with multiple BBs embedded under the skin on his head, torso, and he was super underweight. And I'm just gonna continue to let him believe he's lived his whole life in a house with a bunch of comfortable beds, 2 meals a day, and too many treats, and all the toys he could ever want. In the middle of a fight. He already knows. You look nothing alike. My dog already has mental problems, so I will never tell her. I feel that would just crush her ego. Don't wait till it's 16. Why would you do that? Never. Doja's family. Doja's blood. When you and daddy get a divorce. When they start being an ass. Why would you do that? That's so cruel. You must never do something like that. It will make him cry. Nani? My dog has always known. From a very early age the words adopt, adopted, adoption were used. No, you may not get on the couch, you're adopted. No, you may not eat in the house like the rest of us remember the adoption. Only adopted puppies would come into the house all muddy. Only those born into the family eat at the table or doggus off the floor. Honestly, he's so much like my husband that I forget he was adopted. I've heard that the ideal age is when he's 6 to 8. He's 3 now, so I have time to prepare. Or maybe I just won't tell him. Unless he asks. But what if he wants to look for his birth parents and he forgets about me? That will be rough. Son of a bitch. I am sure the dog already has doubts, making tiny comparisons between you and the neighbor. Never. Make sure to like, subscribe and hit that notification bell like it owes you money. Remember to post your favorite Reddit comment from the video for a chance to be featured in my next video. I hope you enjoyed this fantastic video about life advice. Show a small channel some love by liking and subscribing. Take care. Pip pip cheerio. Much love from me, Matt British.